Yo, 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 Merry Christmas and ho, ho, ho. I was going to play some background music, but they might ban me from YouTube again. So I'm going to just sing you a song. Christmas time in the LBC. Fat niggas in the sleigh giving shits away. Christmas time in the LBC. Yow! Fat niggas in the sleigh giving shits away. Fucking, it's crazy out here on the holidays. Anyone who fucking spends the high holy days self-flagellating themselves by driving from their parents to their grandparents' house to be flogged by dead horses at their grandma's house is gotta be looking to be crucified, because I've almost been crucified like 6 times now, and I've only been on the highway for like 35 hours, or in the last 4 days. I think 35 hours. Anyway, I've been doing deliveries because all the elves, they went on strike. Actually, the elves are suing Santa Claus. So I'm delivering all the presents because the elves are suing Santa Claus, because every time they came in for work early, he would set them on his lap and he would ask if they've been naughty. And so they're suing him for sexual harassment because he wouldn't stop putting them on their knees. So I'm doing the deliveries. It's the 24th of the High Holy Day. We had the sacrifice of the lamb on I think it was the winter solstice that just happened with the full moon, where they were dripping wax on naked girls in the forest. I didn't get invited. Fucking next time. Hey, Cat Burley, happy Kwanzaa. Saturnalia just ended yesterday, so we can't have drunken revelry. We can't get naked and run into the beach, but we can at least pretend like it's a cool holiday tonight. I think there was so many holidays this time of year when all the cultures and ancient cultures, whether it's Egypt, Babylonia, the Vedas, or even the ancient Japanese and Chinese, they had winter solstice holidays where they just had to call back the sun god, and everyone was, the god of the sun. Yeah, no, the sun god. I can't remember, because it was the god of the sun that they worshiped for like 5,000 years on this planet. All the traditions, they all did it, and then all of a sudden it got bastardized backwards. It got like the Son of the Father, or the Father, or the Holy Ghost, or the Trinity, or the... I can't even keep it straight, man. I'm starting a new movement. It's called I Am Three. I am the Father, I am the Son, I am the Holy Ghost. It's the love-bombing cult from outer dementia is going to be put on hold for a while, because the co-founder and I decided it's much more urgent to start the new cult, otherwise called a movement. I am three. So I was three, I am three, I always will be three. And we're taking the song I Am the Walrus as our theme song and our mantra. I am he as you are me, and we are all together. So I was asking some Catholics the other day. I was doing like a Catholic game show, and I was asking them such questions as like, if you can sleep with anyone tonight, and it was nighttime and they were all drunk, so they got all excited when I said that. I said, if you could, hey, Yuka, I think it's morning. You gotta go back to sleep in Japan. Sorry for my French. I've been practicing French, Swahili, and Pig Latin while I've been in America, because I want to be quadrilingual. Instead, I became translingual, and I started speaking in tongues. I was like, like that. But you shouldn't do that while you're driving, because if you start speaking in tongues while you're driving, the cop behind you thinks you're on ludes or on fucking some kind of crazy fucking medication that the pharmaceutical corporation had to prescribe to you for driving backwards or something. I don't do any of those shit, man. I'm all natural. So basically, I'm going from one pickup Amazon location in Chula Vista, National City. I picked up at National City. I had 47 packages in 3.5 hours. I'm supposed to normally do like 40. They gave me more than that, so I got like 10 minutes late, and I was worried I'd be late to the next package. So I'm like going like 150 miles an hour, and the fucking helicopters are chasing me, and I'm tucked down a back alley, and I said, I'm not gonna be caught this time, man. I'm playing Santa's elf, man. I got to deliver the packages and shit. And I see also Patricia Kosi. Is that from Ashoka, the Great, the ancient Indian king who put all the things around all of India, talking about the Holy Sutras of the Thus Come One. I think that's what you got named after, huh? Anyway, Yuka's in the house. We got Ashoka in the house. We're gonna bring them all in. Okay, we're bringing in, I don't know who this person is. I got 4,000 friends. So, if you had a question to ask Major Tim to ground control, what would it be? Oh, I couldn't bring him in. I think we're going too fast on the freeway to bring people in. You're not allowed to do radio shows anymore driving over 100 miles an hour. I'm only doing 80 though. So don't get excited. Don't anyone tell my wife in Japan I was speeding. Because you see the cars, they're actually, I'm filming this in reverse and I'm speaking backwards. So, because when you speak backwards in reverse, it actually, you can do it in less time and it saves a little money on gas. So I can't believe I just said that. Fuck, shoot me. So I totally understand. I mean, I've been delivering for Flex because car sales has been really shitty lately. So on the side, on my days off and my nights off and my mornings off, I've been delivering for Flex, Amazon. And I totally realize why the people in the post office go postal. Because I see some people that fucking hate the fact that they have to take on a second job because they can't pay the rent. And their wife is asking for more alimony, and the judges are gonna impound their car. So anyway, I feel for them because I'm enjoying this shit. I'm pretending I'm Santa Claus, and I'm singing like Christmas time in the LBC, and I'm all like fat niggas in the shade, fat niggas in the sleigh giving shits away, like that. I was doing a Prince song, but I was afraid they would ban me from YouTube again because they cut me off from monetization because they said I was stealing too many people's works. So I'm going to see if I can find it on here and see if they'll shut me down. Okay. Just wait. Hold a minute. Okay. Was this a song? No. Let's try a different one. None of these people I drive by know I'm fucking Santa Claus's elf's backup plan because fucking Saint Nick got fucking sick of sexual harassment charges and suits. So I'm all waving at the people going down the street. They're all like, fuck, I'm late to grandma's house and shit. And I'm all like, dude, chill out, dude. Take a fucking toke and just fucking be peaceful. And if anyone's watching from Amazon, I don't ever do that while driving, while working for Amazon. I only do it in between time. In the meantime, and don't ask, don't tell is the policy of the official administration's zombie apocalypse guru temple. I haven't been invited, so I don't even know what it's called. Hey Tony, what's up, man? Happy Kwanzaa, man. What did you make for Kwanzaa? You want to come in? I can wave at them, wave at them. I'm gonna wave at all the people, man. I'm not to bring people on the camera. Is she coming in? Is he coming in? Is he a she? Dude looks like a lady. Okay, I tried to bring in someone. It doesn't work because I guess you have to be slowed down to like a mental slavery position of a missionary position on Christmas Eve because the missionaries are coming to town and making sure you're not naughty and nice. And if you didn't give money to the rosary, or you didn't give money to the nativity scene at the Bible Thumpers mascot branding hoopla inventing carnival of revelry, otherwise known as the Mass of Christ, then you ain't getting shit because we're cutting you off. We're cutting your head off. We're gonna tie you to a pole because you've been blasphemous. So I ain't going back in time for nothing, man. I space travel and I quantum leap to other dimensions, but fucking the past was scary shit, man. I don't want to go back to the good old days. No way. No how. Good old days were fucking scary, man. They burned me at the stake like 100 million times because I was just making the kids question and shit. And my boy, what was his name? Socrates, man. He just said, all he did is he said he doesn't know anything because he hasn't yet been to the house of Hades in this lifetime because he hasn't died in a long time. So they need to feed him hemlock so he can go to the other side of the force and he can see like what truth is and what truth isn't. But I tell him, man, you don't have to go to the other dark side of the force to fucking find out what truth is and isn't. You just gotta wave at Christos Guerin. Happy holiday, happy Hanukkah. Saturnalia ended yesterday. We got the 12 nights of the Holy Hanukkah. I think we're in the middle of that. We like burned a couple Yule logs and we took our magic mushrooms because ancient Saint Nick was actually a voodoo child from the Bronx. He was living in Siberia. They called it the Bronx back then, but it was a name like the Bronx. Something like Pooksty Hootie or something like that. But I translated it as the Bronx into the modern dialect that we all speak on this planet, or don't speak on this planet correctly or incorrectly, or we Babylonize it because we're all from Babylon. Because we're all descendants from the... You know, I got a new theory. It's called the theory of relativity. Actually, I revealed it at my Thanksgiving party at my parents' house, so if anyone copyrighted it before I can actually publish it on YouTube, I apologize if I'm stealing my copyright that I didn't copyright because someone else stole it. But basically, this is the Christian Bible version of the theory of relativity because science is blasphemous, so they had to come up with their own theory of relativity to disprove that Jewish guy that everyone idolizes in the scientific cabal, otherwise known as the Big Bang Theory. Complete idiots thinking there's a fucking start with the Big Bang when there was a bunch of big bangs and sucks in the multiverse. And we're just going through a couple bangs right now and a couple sucks. But it sucks to be you if you're going through the bang right now. Actually, if I'm getting banged, if I had a pussy, I would definitely want to get banged while I'm driving. But I don't have a pussy, so I don't want to go through the big suck or the big bang. But what I was talking about is the real theory of relativity given secretly by the Vatican Church that will be revealed on 2020 at the Tokyo Olympics. And this is what it is. It's called the theory of relativity, the true theory of relativity, the one that they stole from the Bible, that they found the ancient scrolls hidden in some fucking caves in some Afghanistan place that they said they were bombing because some terrorists were there and they were actually just stealing scrolls that the fucking Vatican hid back in the 3rd century so you wouldn't realize they took out reincarnation in the I think it was the 5th Council of Constantinople. But anyway, so what they basically did is, I know they're going to cut me off because the Vatican tried to shut down my account on YouTube, but I'm going on Facebook. I'm live, man. They can't shut me down while I'm live on Facebook. I got 4,000 friends, bitches. Bitches and hoes. So, basically, this is the theory of relativity. They're going to try to publish it, and they're going to say they have a copyright on it because they hadn't yet proved it to the world, but it was written back in the ancient Hebrew language or fucking the caricature language of Babylon when we were all babbling. We're Bible babbling. Here's what it is. It's basically, we're all relatives because we all seduced some guy with some apple, or at least the girl did that took the fucking right bone from some fucking guy's chest or something to fucking make his children. Whoever the fuck that was, I don't know. But anyway, they're basically saying that since we all fucked our relatives of relatives and relatives, we all basically came from the same people, we all fucking. So, we might as well, the theory of relativity is you might as well pumpkin on Halloween, you might as well pumpkin on Christmas, you might as well pumpkin on all the high holy days because they're all going to be soon incorporated into the Bible teaching that were found in ancient Afghanistan after they bombed, and they said they killed that guy with the big beard that kept getting younger over time, and they no longer... Oh, sorry. Who meant Sanskrit? Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Sanskrit. Shit. Thank you for helping me. I was babbling too loud. Okay, so anyway, basically, the new scripture says that they found in Afghanistan from when the 3rd century council of fucking Constantinople decided to send warriors off to defeat the Holy Lands, but they went the wrong way and they buried them in the wrong place because their navigation system wasn't working properly because all the guys who later became the Illuminati were like controlling the pigeons that tell you which way the wind blows. Shit, that's amazing. So basically, it all boils down to, since we've all had sex with all of our aunts and uncles, and that's what basically the Bible teaches about Adam and Eve. We all came from fornication of family members, and we're all like kissing cousins, and we're all like blasphemous. That's why we all had to have Jesus die on the cross and get like nailed down, and made sure his soul was not going to leave his body for 7 days or something like that. That we might as well just go back to just having sex with our relatives. I mean, shit, I have a couple pretty hot relatives. I'm just joking, man, because you're all my relatives. Even Christina Riddle's my relative. Aaron Hurd is my relative, because we all had sex with uncles and aunts and nephews and nieces, and the Vatican's freaking, they have like a sex on the 5th floor below the ancient Dead Sea Scrolls area. They have like child pornography down there. So I'm just teaching you before they put it out in Tokyo Olympics that that's the theory of relativity, that you can pumpkin any of the high holy days and you will be forgiven. So just get out your pumpkins and forget about, trick or treating. That is actually the trick or treat. You can say trick or treat to your aunts, and then you can give them a real treat. Christina, totally joking, man. If anyone believes in the holy books and all the ancient writings that have been disproven by ancient warriors who blew up mosques and shit, that came back from the dead because they were ghosts, and they took over bodies of soldiers, of people that thought they were fighting against 3 towers being knocked down by 2 planes, then, happy Hanukkah to you too. You can give that up to Jesus, you can give that up to Yahweh, you can give it up to Kali. Kali is the freaking Hindu god of total destruction. Give it up to Kali, give it up to fucking Nemesis, give it up to Zeus, give it up to the lady with the Medusa hairdo that fucking has snakes coming out of her head. I mean, I don't care who you give it up to, just give it up, man, because all those holy days are all about the god of the sun coming back, because it went away during the spring equinox, and it took off, and it's in the land of Pleiades or something, or the land of Hades, otherwise named after the Pleiades, because the people that thought they came from Hades actually came from the Pleiades. Okay, anyway, I gotta get back to work.